I got Ulrich here.
How y'all doing?
And the place smells amazing. Doc, the surgeon, the people's doctor, is making a sandwich. You know, a long day at work and then having to do the premium Black News. We sometimes neglect ourselves. So the doc wanted to quickly do something and put it on a bed of just something light.
Something like
Yeah, let me just take a look at that. I said, oh, look, you cut a little piece to the side. Are you sharing that? Look at that. He whipped this up, and that's spinach.
that is spinach.
And he cooked the spinach with a little oil.
Yes.
And
And then what is the mushy stuff there? What is that?
It's a special salad. It's a mixture of whitefish salad.
Oh, white fish. Yeah. Like a tuna fish, but a white fish.
Right.
Right. It's already made like from the deli.
Right.
And where did you get that from? Is that from like Whole Foods?
It's
or?
from Whole Foods.
Right,
That's the
right,
base.
right.
The base is from Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And then
Then you added the tomato. Is
Put
the,
my stuff
I
in there,
think you
stuff
have
in
the stove is still on.
no, I think that's off. Oh no, it's on the low.
You still got something going on there?
No, it's on the low. To keep it going.
You're gonna keep the
He's gonna
flame
make
going.
another, he wants to make another one afterwards.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know, you have to eat. You have to eat. He still has the white T-shirt on. I'm sorry, guys. It's just he said he couldn't stop now.
I think it looks fine.
I think it looks fine now. Too. You know, it's pride. You know, pride. It's very, very hard. Very, very strong. Come on, Doc. We want to watch you eat. Come on, people are gonna. This is the big part of YouTube is to watch people eating. People love to see the eating going on.
Is that true?
That's very true. I've done the numbers. They
Now, do you
wanna-
mean
they want to see you eat that right there.
Do you mean they want to see the
Spinach,
first? They want to
spinach.
see it all cutesy looking, like with the. 'Cause
Nah, it
that looks-
doesn't have to be cutesy. It
No,
doesn't
because
have
that's
to be
aesthetically
cutesy.
pleasing. Like it's like because like the big tomatoes sliced. Well, it's very congruent to the bread and then the spinach. It works well. So I thought like what people like when people see people eating is like there was like a cute image of something.
Now you're
And-
looking like a Mario.
What? You talking to him?
Yeah,
You little Barbie?
it was a watermelon scene where he was eating and looking crazy. No, I'm joking. I'm teasing. But we're gonna get right into the video because the doc still has the heat on over there. Oh man, that looks good. You see? It looks good. Premium Black Media is pulling. What is it pulling? It's putting into work tonight. Wow, fish salad sounds delicious, right? Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Y'all do like some food stuff, man.
Yeah, people love to watch people eat.
That was right.
You're looking quite
Last time I took a
svelte
bit
there.
too.
Oh, Rick, you been working out?
I pick things up and I put them down.
Yeah, that was Conan, no?
I don't know where that's from.
No, Conan is different. He's like we
Conan the
we
Barbarian?
gather the women, we fruit our libations, and we I can't remember.
No, Conan was that articulate. He was a barbarian. He didn't
Yeah,
say
but
libations.
he had Conan didn't say libations.
Conan the Barbarian?
Yeah,
He said libations?
I don't know if he said libations, but he said something really fly about. No, I don't want you to move over. Stay right there. Let me move over. All right, so we're gonna play a quick video, and this video,
Hot in here, man, from that oven. Holy guacamole.
yeah. Boom.
Because you're being real hostile. You was being hostile because your cousin is here. It is a girl's trip, and she keeps saying I brought you. But I brought my man came to see me the last night at our Airbnb. What you mean you want to let down? It was for you. They were just that's the problem. You keep saying she's not hostile, but you're hostile. Why can't London be here on my last night? He's not bothering you. And this is what I mean by hostile. I came here with my cousin, and now she's acting weird because she want to argue.
All right.
But this supposed to be my friend. These supposed to be my friends. Really? Now she wanna fight. Now she wanna fight. can't wait. And it's glass. This shit weird as. And that's what she wanted was an audience. And I only went live, honestly, because I just don't feel safe. She got her cousins here. First off, with your cousins, but you want to act weird. You knew my dude was going to be down here. So, of course, he was going to come. Mind you, we got our own rooms. You see what I'm saying? Why can't my man come to the Airbnb that I'm paying for? That's what I'm not understanding. And I just don't feel safe. I can't leave until tomorrow. And matter of fact, I'm going to call him to come pick me up because this shit weird as. I just want to go live right now because she acting real different. I say, because you're acting myself. I'm recording you because and I don't want to be recorded. Why are you so mad? I got my, you know what? I'm not about to keep arguing with you. I'm gonna have my man come pick me up. Stop following me, bro. And you supposed to be my friend, but you want to fight. I'm done. I'm recording it, like I said. I'm recording this video on live. Y'all tag whoever back at home that y'all know that's sending to me right now. I'm going live and I'm gonna stay live while I text him to me. Because it was weird. The whole time, she's mad because my man came to last night. And he's not even here right now. And it's there to me in my name. Can you stop begging? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Oh man. Can you
Okay. I don't want to play that twice. You guys got the gist of this, right?
Well, hopefully you don't play this a second time. But can you? There's some things I missed that I'm not fully sure exactly what her full issue was or what she was saying. She was assuming why a girl was mad at her, and she's mad that her man came to a party early or some event early.
Right.
But why was she locked in? Was she locked into a closet or a bathroom?
She locked herself into some other room. I don't know if her room or a bathroom. It felt like a bathroom, but that's only because our minds think bathroom when, a person is like pushing themselves past or like locking themselves somewhere. Bathroom seems to be pretty safe, I guess. There's always a lock in the bathroom. But the woman is irate, saying to her that this is supposed to be a girls' trip. But your man showed up last night and you disrespected the girls' trip. And is irate and out of her mind to the point where she's following her, screaming at her that she says, I need to go live. Like, I need to have proof of what's going on here because she says that this particular woman was there with her cousins. So she looks like she got the Airbnb because she probably had the good credit. Mm-hmm. And each of them had their own rooms, and one of her friends happened to show up with their cousins, and it's all female. And she started to feel like, Jesus, maybe I might get jumped by the cousins or at least by her. Mm-hmm. So she was terrified, I think. Mm-hmm. It's interesting how nonchalant people's terror is. You're so weird. Why are you so mad? Mind you, she's fucking terrified.
No, she felt confident. I think she had a sense of confidence.
Because she's lying?
Sense of comfort, yeah, because she was on, I feel like, all right, now I'm safe. I got safety. I'm behind a locked door, and I'm talking to, they see me, so they going to catch you no matter what. You're not stupid. I think she has some confidence with that.
So you think her nonchalantness wasn't terror?
I don't think she was terrified anymore. I think maybe terror prompted her to get on live.
Right.
But I think whatever terror kind of evaporated once she saw that, once she started talking to everybody.
Right. And I think that's interesting you say that because I have an old video that I did a couple of years ago where I was at the boardwalk in Rockaway, in the Rockaways. I was camping out in the Rockaways with my 1973 Winnebago. And myself along with my family, we camped out there for 30 days. And I always had a hard time walking to that edge of that boardwalk at once the sun was all the way down, like let's say 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 in the morning. It brought on this anxiety, and I remember one time I went live to talk about it, and as I went live, I was so comfortable to walk to walk not only on the edge of the boardwalk, I was able to even walk onto the sand and onto the beach. My fears were totally pushed away by pressing the live or record button. Might not even been live back then. I don't even think I was able to go live. So I think there's a lot of truth in what you just said.
The internet was your safety net. The internet.
Yeah, it was a safe place. Mind you, and I even speak on this walk, you had to go through this huge maze of brush and sand. And I would drive through this maze of brush and sand in the pitch black darkness and park up to the boardwalk. None of that bothered me. Just walking up to the edge, it just felt like somebody was gonna grab me and pull me down.
A dog?
Like I felt like a monster or something, like some sort of creature of the sand.
Loch Ness monster.
Yeah. Some sand creature was just gonna and just pull me down into the thing, and I was gonna get swept back into the ocean. So that is I found that to be very true. What you just said, it triggered that memory. Yeah.
That's funny.
And what about you, Doc? What do you think about this? Well, the question that I pose onto today's live is it okay to take these girls trips?
When you're in a relationship?
No.
Wait,
You say no.
Wait, I need.
No.
Because
Wait. Is that the question? When you're in a relationship, is it okay to take a girl
Not
trip?
necessarily in a relationship.
Just in
Girls trips.
general. If you're single, of course
if you're in a
you can take a girl
relationship,
trip.
if you're in a
Of
relationship, that's an emphatic no. If you're not in a relationship,
Emphatic no.
if you're not in a relationship, you probably don't want to go. You probably shouldn't go.
Mm.
If you're trying to be the type of person that you'd want your man to see you as.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You went left real quick. Wait. We don't want your man to see you as. Say that again. Still, go ahead. Do it again.
So, even if you're single, you probably would say no, that you shouldn't go on a girl's trip. Because the history that you're going to develop of going on these girls' trip is going to damage the type of person that you want to be to your man moving down.
Yeah, but who's
I would
gonna
say-
know?
See, you're going to know, and all those things and experiences is going to reflect on your person. And if you with an astute person, they're going to pick that up off of you. If you're with, so in other words, a guy who's really looking, say, for somebody that he could really put in that position, he will pick up this type of activity. Now, the idea is, can you go through that and not be phased? That's a different story. But, majority of good folks are the folks that you'd want to, believe and trust you and want to put you in that position. They will likely pick that type of stuff up.
Okay, so wait, let me get this straight. So you're saying that a girl's trip will foster behavior that is completely unrelated, or would not feed to a wife looking good as a spouse in the future?
So, when you think of a girl's trip, what do you think of?
I think of
a minimum of 4 women.
Okay.
To me, a girl's trip, 3 to 4 women, 5 women even. I don't know if it's 6 or 7. Is 6 or 7 a girl's trip? Maybe in your 20s when you're all sleeping in the room, but in your 30s, these are women that are in their 30s, possibly 40s, that are on a girl's trip. You see, that's my thing. My thing is, why are these 30-something-year-old grown women taking girls' trips?
What are you doing?
I have a problem with
So that's
that.
the idea. What do you think they're doing on these trips?
Yeah, but all right. So you're all right. I think you're starting from the assumption that they're cheating or something like that.
No, I'm not sure if they're cheating, but I'm saying we're talking about even single people.
Now,
What does it foster? It fosters the solution.
no, single, but you're single. You being single on a girl's trip, for one, the person, your future significant other, is not going to know whatever you do at your past girls trip. And if you act like a complete, if you act completely free with your body during a girls trip, that's not that's something between you and your girls, not something that even ever has to come out. And women are discreet enough where I think they'll keep it amongst each other. They might tell their significant others. But
they'll tell their husbands.
Yeah,
what
they'll
happened.
tell their husbands. But I think there'll be some discretion there. But
So guess what? That's always the case. But we always learn about her. Who's
So
now?
what do you? How do you?
So in other words, yes, because nobody will tell, but everybody back home know that she slept with 5 guys.
First,
But nobody know what friend said it, but somehow it got back home.
I don't have a group of people that would know my business to that extent.
No.
Let me ask this of you. You Dr. Surgeon, you've been in long-term relationships.
Yeah.
You know, you're a man of experience. Has anyone that you've been with taken a girls trip?
No.
Have they tried or wanted to?
They've the thought had come up, with going to with somebody's birthday for like a weekend or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what about you, Ulrich? Have you been in a relationship with someone who took a girls trip?
Oh yes, and I look forward to it. Oh, I look forward to it. There's nothing I look forward to more than girls trip. Because
Really?
what does that mean? What does girls trip? What does a girls trip mean? What
Well,
does a
now,
girls trip mean?
if you're Shaquetta Robinson, you might not make it home.
No.
If you're this young lady, you might not make it home.
No. What does a girls trip mean for the significant other?
That means that you're free to have a little more fun.
Exactly. So that's.
So when your girl,
yes,
are we talking about the ex-fiance?
I'm talking about in general. I never have a worry or insecurity about a girl stepping out on me. If a girl, that's never in the back of my mind. I say, if I have to worry about it, then there's some that I'm not gonna. I don't even know how you can be in a relationship with that constant sense of anxiety, thinking your girl might fuck somebody else. Now, towards the end.
You
of
mean
a
in a
relationship-
place where
No.
she has anonymity?
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about towards an end of a towards the end of a relationship.
Right.
I have found myself feeling a little more jealous than I've had my entire relationship. But that kind of is indicative of the relationship about to end, because now my security is gone. Now my confidence in whatever we have is gone.
Right.
So, but during the majority of the relationship, outside of like maybe the last couple months before it ends, I can just go on a girls trip, go to Puerto Vallarta. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Germany? You want to go to France? Go on a girls trip. Especially when you're living together, go on a girls trip.
You encourage it.
Go on a girls trip. I love a girls because I personally don't like to travel that much. I like to stay around, and so that's one of the only ways I can get away, by staying around.
By her getting away.
Yeah, exactly. So
you're encouraging that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I'm not worried about cheating. I'm
That's
not worried about
interesting.
cheating.
I'm totally like the opposite.
I would think, if I'm so prone to that type of space, then I'll just have her that far away, just as a setup in our interaction and stuff like that. But when you're in a position where you have said this is the person I'm going to be with, and that you're going to an extent, provide for and to protect for, if I'm going to bestow all this on this specific woman, what am I expecting to get back? You're
putting a lot of like negativity on the girls trip.
No. I'm not. So let me step it back. You can do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, how do you want that to portray? So I've been in this, the longest relationship I've been in. Now, one of the least things I'd be concerned about is her doing something, and it's not necessarily because of me, but it's just from watching this who the person is. Okay, so even then, the idea of that, didn't go too far.
So wait, what do you mean by who the person is?
Just her as a character. Her character's like, it's not a person that be out there or doing anything like that at all.
Okay, so a
So
girl
I'm
trip
saying-
would be completely different than her normal behavior. She never likes to go out party.
No, she's not. So that's not her. And the thing is, in a girl trip, I probably wouldn't even have a concern that she would be doing anything at all.
I mean, no, she'll be
But-
convinced to because she's with a bunch of girls
No,
clucking
no.
at her. She's
But,
gonna be convinced to do that stuff.
Convinced to do what stuff?
To drink and
Oh, yeah, I mean,
get more, do
Right.
act differently than she does usually. That's the peer
Right.
pressure is gonna work. I don't think she's gonna necessarily cheat.
That's a different thing about. So what I'm talking about, that whole,
Right.
the whole concern is about the person to, transgress their sexual exclusivity to you, and that goes away.
Boy, you said I had to say cheating all fancy.
No, but it's not. No, it's not that. But the thing is,
Say it again. Say it again.
that's the thing that you actually
Transgression sexual exclusivity.
But that's
I've
what
never
you
heard
get.
it said like that.
Transgress your
Sexual
exclusivity
But that's what you're
on a
expecting.
trip because it's like a kid in a candy store.
You have an interesting. Just earlier today, I had a conversation with this young lady. Okay, who I've gotten to know. Don't really know her, but had some quick conversation with her. But then, they have this plan to go on this trip. So they have a big building link, and in the building link, they can ask for folks who wants to work out and stuff like that in preparation for this trip. So she found a young lady that actually wants to get ready, and part of her thing in there is like, to go hard for the next month and a half to get prepared for this carnival, this girl trip and stuff
Yeah, like
like that.
lose 20 pounds, 15 pounds. Yeah.
So the question was like, oh, is this young lady's also going on a girl trip? And she said, well, no, she has a man, he's not having it. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, good for them and so on and so forth. She was like, oh, and she says that, men, she's from the Caribbean, and that Caribbean men don't have an issue with that at all. That girls going on trips or going to the carnivals and doing all those type of things. And
So you think this
I just told her I wasn't.
this is
I
an
told her I was just-
American problem that we Americans we
No.
don't want
I don't think that exists amongst the Caribbean either. I said that's not the experience I have with all the Caribbean men I had talked to. I said it's one of two caliber of men that exist. That's okay with that. One is one in which they're not that into the relationship, so they're kind of like free, lucky, go happy. Another one is when they're dominated in the relationship, so they want to say no, but they don't have the leverage. They're not playing that role, So
they're not the providers
they're not the
and all that
provider
kind
and
of
so on and
stuff.
so forth. So they can't really, do
The
it.
guy's making 40 grand, she's making 70.
And
So she can go out with her girl.
friends, and you just don't want me to go because you don't got the money, that type of thing.
Yeah, but all right.
So-
But if I can't trust the girl in Mexico, I can't trust the girl downtown. I can't like. I don't think it makes.
Planes
I don't think
planes
that-
change things.
Yeah.
Planes when you
It
jump
doesn't
when a
matter
woman
anymore.
jumps on a train on a plane, that penis doesn't even count. That's not even a body.
You think so?
And then the
Yeah,
question
I've
is-
heard women.
And
Many
then we
women
ask
say
that, and then you ask yourself, most women, when they do take this girl's trip, what are they looking forward to when they land? Is it just to hang out with their girlfriends the whole time? Would they feel great if there was no?
Okay, but who
around?
wanted the girls trip? Is your girl the champion for the girls trip? So I'll say this much. I think I'll be more weary or more like wondering what's the deal is for a girls trip if my significant other was the one oh, we gotta take a girls trip, we gotta go somewhere. Being the planner, being the one organizing it together,
So
then
you-
I'd be a little weary. If she's a participant, then I'm
So
not.
you have a
the
problem.
girls
You
trip
have a
planner
problem.
is the one who's the most.
Yeah, then I'll feel how you
So-
feel. I would feel how you feel in
so
that
then- so
circumstance,
so
but
y'all-
only that
That's
circumstance.
interesting.
So you have a problem with the captain of the hit squad?
Doesn't that make sense though?
The
We're
other-
talking
It makes a lot of sense.
The other hitters are okay.
we're talking about a tagger, a person who wants to do it rather than a person who has like a group of friends. They're probably gonna give a shit and be like, oh, alright, you're not gonna make it, man.
I say
They're
this.
probably giving a shit.
If you were dealing with somebody and they got caught in a compromised situation, whether they did it, joyfully or they're kind of hesitant, you'd still feel the same
Wait,
way.
I don't even understand your analogy. I don't even understand your analogy. Wait.
Your girlfriend
Yeah.
or somebody you're dealing with, they're
Yeah.
caught in a compromising situation
Gotcha.
on this girl's trip.
I got that.
Even if she wasn't really what she didn't really want to do it.
There's not even a conversation. She got caught in a compromising situation. Once she got caught in a compromising situation, there's not even any other aspect of this. Oh, she got that's not my girl. It's not even a situation. We're no longer together if my girlfriend got caught in.
Well, let me just say this. I've been with the same woman for 18 years, right? And throughout this 18 years, she's had a ton of her old friends that invited her on many a girl's trips. And she wouldn't even tell me about it. I would find out weeks later. She's like, oh, such and such wanted me to go on a girl's trip. And I told her, no, I'm taking care of my kids, or you see, the issue for her, which is kind of cool in my mind, is that if you were in a relationship, then she didn't want to hang with single women. So she was more open maybe to taking a trip with friends that were married, friends that have that kind. Most of her friends are all baby mothers. And some of them got BBLs and all that. Snatch waist, BBLs, and Instagram pages. And because my girl, she was like, when she was coming up, she was part of that 8, 9, and 10 crowd. So all the hot girls and the pretty girls, she knew them. They were like they knew of each other, and pretty girls like to be around pretty girls. So these friends of hers would, throughout the years, let me just clear my throat. Pause. But she would refuse and say no. And I was always really cool about that. I liked that. I liked the fact that she wasn't trying to go on another girl's trip or even a girl's trip with her homegirls. But now that we've gotten to this 18-year issue, that 18-year, not issue, but that 18-year mark, I think I would be cool with it now. If she had maybe a new set of friends, and these new set of friends, maybe with some family, like if let's say her cousin who lives in Germany came down and was like, hey, come down. We're going to have another couple of cousins maybe, and they're married, like her cousin from Germany's married, and different things like that. And like maybe I would feel like this is a good move. But if you're just hanging out with single girls who want to drink all day and want to do touristy crap, then I think, wow, you're wasting money. You're going away, you're going to hit duty free on the way back. Whoop-de-doo, you got a fake Hennessy white bottle. That's not even the real Hennessy. It's a counterfeit Hennessy. So, why are you there? Are you going to pick up a Rolex at duty free? No, you're not going to pick up a Rolex. You're going to pick up the white Hennessy and think you did something. My thing is, now, it would still have to be a lot of circumstances. You see, this woman on this video, she went on a trip with a friend of hers that brought her family with her. Mm-hmm. As she's on this trip, her man comes down. They have a nooner. Mm-hmm. He lays it down for 18 minutes, 7 minutes. Yeah. He hit her off with a quick nooner, and the woman, I think, was just purely enraged out of jealousy that no one would ever come to her. Mm-hmm. That she was a single woman, no man would fly down to see her for a nooner. Let me finish. And she is a victim of that miserable woman that I wouldn't want my woman to take a trip with. I wouldn't want my woman to take a trip with a woman who's angry, who's what's the word that we were talking about? Misandrous. Misandrous. These are the instead of misogynist, they're misandrous. And they're misandry. Yeah. So these are women. These are men haters. Gotcha. And they saw her. She saw her with her man, and it enraged her. Mm-hmm. And she wanted to get violent with this woman because it's supposed to be this concept of girl power. Mm-hmm. women have this thing where they think they have a connection when you don't have a connection. If you had a connection, then you would understand that this woman needed that nooner. You should be championing her. Ooh, she went and her man came down and she didn't have to find no new man. And then I'm thinking, this woman, I looked at her. She probably got rejected at the club the night before. She was trying to throw it at somebody, the bartender. She was throwing it at the Mexican maintenance man. And he told her, no thank you, lady, and kept it pushing. She's angry. She's angry about the love that woman has with her man. It's mine. Go ahead.
I think there's a possibility, because we don't know her intentions or motivations. There's a possibility it could be that deep, but I think it actually comes down to her not wanting like an actual dude around that. If that's her friend and she kind of deals with her and messes with her a lot, a dude is gonna probably take all that girl's attention. And it's probably gonna take all her time.
He came and left. He came in there.
Wait,
8 minutes later, he was out the door.
Wait. He completely left from the situation.
Yes.
Wait, he went to the girl's trip, went on a complete trip, and is gone forever from the trip, and he's not gonna come back.
This was some type of local trip.
Wait, that doesn't
No,
that
this
doesn't
was
make
a
sense.
Cabo
Wait,
trip. I think
that
they
doesn't
went
make
all
sense.
over.
Wait, that
But
doesn't
what
make
is he doing there
sense.
then?
That doesn't make sense.
He went there to smash.
No, that
For
doesn't.
18 minutes?
That doesn't
I
make
say
any sense.
11 minutes.
That doesn't make any
He
sense.
gave her 11 good
No,
minutes.
that doesn't make sense.
Or was he down there with his other friends and they
I'm
someplace
thinking.
else?
Okay, all right,
I'm thinking, yes.
All right.
Him and his crew was in another hotel. He slid over, hit her down, laid her down with 11 minutes. You know.
But that's another point I was gonna make. If I was the guy in a situation and for some reason one of my guy friends
pick me up. It's like,
Yeah, tell the story.
Wait,
Okay, let me hear this
if
analogy.
I was the guy and we switched roles and I was the guy because there have been situations where me and my friends have gone out and somebody brought their girl to there was like 5 dudes and there's one dude with his girl. But the issue is not that he brought his girl. It's that his girl knows some of our girls. That would be what the situation would be. So I don't know if that's the situation with her issue. I don't know that that's her situation.
That is a hell of a point.
But I don't know if that's.
She was mad because now he's gonna tell her man.
That's how I would feel. That would be my first instinct and my first thought. If that was me, that's it. But I don't know if that's
good.
I don't know if that's a
That's
we don't know
good.
if that's true. We don't know if
That's good.
We don't know if
He's
that's
basically
true.
saying that she wasn't mad at her for having a man lay down those 11 minutes. She's mad that now she could possibly be exposed by the man. Her man, what if she maybe she was in the other room with another dude that she met. Remember the guy that she threw herself at? Maybe he went for it. Now she finds out that the man, her girl is supposed to be a girls trip. We supposed to be sleeping with men that we just meet and don't know and be free and have a hot girl summer. And you over here with your damn man. It's supposed to be a girls trip. Yo,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that because what's happening is
like
it goes to
it's
what
like
you
the-
just said.
It's not a good thing.
It
It's
goes
a
to what
bad
you
thing.
said. You said in these environments, women are gonna act a certain way. When that plane lands, they different. They're gonna drink different. They're gonna act different, and they're gonna throw themselves at the local penis, and they want to get on top of it.
See, I don't agree with that.
And she don't want her friend's
You like that idea?
man. She don't want her friend's man to tell.
Or we go like that idea.
She thinks that she going because she was probably acting real Hasidic at the party. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. And they're like, why is she acting like that? And they got all these, simps or whatever it is out there. The dudes with some muscles, yeah, what's up, ma? How you feeling? So they she's smashing the dude in the other room. She finds out this girl, not only did she act Hasidic, she called her man to come smash. Now he's gonna tell that I was in the other room doing what I was doing.
I don't know.
See, that's a good
I like
that's,
that.
That's a good angle.
That shows the rage. That shows that rage. Like, you was acting like you brand new, and all you did was expose me. Now I'm possibly gonna be exposed. I'm Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. I am here. Ulrich, last words?
No last words. That was a good story. That was a good chat we had.
Dr. Surgeon, last words?
It's just all, it's all over the place. Anything is possible. But I tell you what, don't do the girls trip.
Don't do the girls trip.
You'll be all right. You'll be
All right. To be fair, come on. Let's be fair here. I know you a long time, bro. You are in and out of the country. You are in and out of these states, doing all that doctor stuff, taking seminars and courses. Is that possibly, like, some of it is for pleasure, isn't it not?
What,
The trips. You take trips.
No, it's for
You
work
have
and-
stamps on your passport.
It's for work and pleasure. But we're talking about guys trip or we're talking about girls trip? What are we talking about?
Guys trip.
Okay. Well, guys trips are different, but that's what we're talking about.
Why guys trips different?
Guys trip are different for the same reason you have to step outside and fight the bear.
So it's the man's right to take the guy's trip.
You're supposed to go out there and trying to figure the world out and bring the world back home.
Tying it up over your shoulder. You bringing home the bacon, frying it on a pan. Well, she fries it on
Finding
your
in-
shoulder. You
finding
can fry it on the
information.
pan.
Finding information, trying to, enhance the life and the life of your loved ones.
And I'm a bad one to ask because I don't like any
You don't
different
like
on
trips.
the,
Or finding that.
No, I don't like
or
any
finding
different
a
on the
family.
guys. I don't like any different on a guy's trip than I would act on a random weekend out. It's not like I was like, gosh, I'm gonna lose my. I'm the same way. I'm as crazy as I am.
But you know what
It
I
should be
do?
different.
It shouldn't be really different. So, but why we allowing us as men to be different, and why don't we allow? Like, look at me, right? I've been together with my wife all these years, 18 years, and shouldn't I encourage her to take the trip and maybe act a little differently than she does around me? Shouldn't I say she needs to live a little? Wait, she needs to live a little and maybe have another experience?
I mean, that'll be good for that'll be good for like. She'll be happy that you did that. That doesn't mean it'll be good for your relationship, but she'll be happy that you did that.
I don't really agree.
But I don't know if that would.
You say you still a hard no. A hard no
because
for the
then,
doc.
If you need another experience, then this is not the experience you should be having.
So she should be content after 18 years with the 340-pound man
Well, the thing about
who's
that,
only giving up.
Are you talking about letting her giving a hall pass? That's different.
is that what we say?
That's different.
I'm saying this
If
part.
that's what he means, that's different. That's different conversation.
So no hall passes.
All right.
I'm talking about trip. Hall pass.
If you're talking about that, that's
The
different.
trip is an accidental hall pass that may occur, and we're not even trying to do
How
that.
would you feel if that woman or women that took those trips while you were in relationships with them already were using that as a hall pass move?
I mean, now once I break up with a woman, they don't even exist to me. So whatever past pain that would upset me if I was in a relationship right now. If you're saying that happened in the past, you're talking about you're saying someone who died robbed me once. They're dead to me now. They can't
Right.
I got no attachment to them now.
But
So-
no hall pass. Would you ever give your girl a hall
Come on,
pass?
that's absurd.
Never.
That's crazy. I don't play that. I don't think now. Once called out, but I'm not saying that it wasn't a cheater, but that was a bad thing I was doing. I was behaving in a way that I wouldn't. I like the principle do unto others as you like done to me, and I would not like that done to me.
Right.
So I know what I was doing was wrong based on that sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think this was good. You know, this is a value for value show, correct? That means that you hit the Cash App, hit the Venmo, express yourselves. It's like when you go out to dinner, have a drink. This is like if we just, how many drinks have you had in this segment? Only one.
Hey, yeah,
That's
just
like
one drink, just
that's
one.
like a $7 beer at a bar, and the tip. What's the tip? $2. So express yourself. You never know. We don't want to tell you a number, but we want you to express yourself using the Venmo, and that's Elvis-Rosenberg, and the Cash App, which is $Elvis Rosenberg, one word. You are appreciated, and I think this was a good talk. I think we covered some ground here. But just to be
Different opinion,
clear,
but we understood
just to be
each other.
clear, you're a hard no on the girls trip.
No, I don't think that's no.
You are love.
Go, yeah,
Please go.
Please go to the girls' trip.
Please go to go. No hall pass though.
Of course not.
And for me, I'm open to the girls' trip, but it has to be with maybe happily married family members.
That's a smart dynamic.
Happily married
Single.
family members.
That
I'm
makes
all
sense.
for that. But single girls who want to throw caution to the wind.
Oh, so you're not against bachelorette parties? You're just, what are you gonna do about bachelorette parties?
Well, you know, all my wife's friends are ADOS and FBA, which is American Descendants of Slavery and fundamentally blacks. And those women are only 1 out of 4 getting married. So she ain't got a lot of weddings to go to.
She had to work that for you.
Sorry, but it's true.
Maybe
the
it's
numbers
girls'
don't lie.
trips.
Maybe it's the girls' trips. Too many girls' trips.
That all makes sense.
Good chat, great chat.
I'm Elvis the Chef Rosenberg.
I'm all work.
You got doctor surgery, people's doctor.
And I love you. And that's a fact.